The date is the 27th of April, and we're at an address in. If I could just get you to state your full name, please.
Simon William English.
And it's a witness interview recorded by dictaphone, and it relates to an allegation that Todd Barclay recorded a private conversation in his electoral office of his staff while they were making phone calls. Your current occupation and role?
Member of Parliament, Minister of Finance.
Yeah, and you were previously the electorate MP for which electorate?
Cleath Southland.
And was Glenys Dickson an employee of yours or employee of Parliamentary Services?
Yes.
And how long have you known her?
I would have been, I don't know, 16 years, something like that. I think she worked for me for 16 years. So I've known her for 17 years.
And she was an employee at the Gore electorate office?
Yes.
Could you also know Stuart Davey?
Yes.
And what's his role?
He was electorate chair for the Cleath Southland electorate. That is in charge of the volunteers.
Okay. And did you have a text conversation with him on or about the 21st of February this year?
Yes.
In the text conversation, could you just tell me what your cell phone number is, please? And that text conversation was in relation to a meeting that Mr. Davey had with Todd Barclay and an allegation that was put to him about recording a conversation with some staff members?
He must have. Mr. Davey didn't describe the background. He simply wanted to know whether the allegations around recordings, which were associated with Mrs. Dickson leaving her position, whether those were correct or not.
I'm just showing you. This is a printout of copies of the text conversation that's taken place. If I could just get you to have a look at that and confirm that that's, to your best of your recollection, the text messaging conversations that you had with Mr. Davey.
That looks like it. Yeah.
There's several pages. The light coloured is your response.
Yeah, that looks like it.
And in this text conversation, you mentioned that Mr. Barclay has used a dictaphone to record conversations in his electorate office. How did you must have had a conversation with Mr. Barclay. How did you become aware of the fact that he was recording phone calls in his office?
I had a conversation with him regarding the Glenys Dickson leaving his office, and he said to me that he had recordings of her criticising him.
Whereabouts did those conversations take place?
I can't be sure. Probably, certainly in Wellington, but I can't tell the case. Well, in Parliament, but I couldn't tell.
It was a face-to-face conversation. It wasn't over. You weren't talking to him on a phone.
No.
Did he say?
Yes, it was a face-to-face conversation.
Did he say how he'd recorded them, or how he'd used a dictaphone to record them?
Yeah, he just said he'd left the dictaphone
on. Was there any conversation in terms of the detail of how he did that?
No.
What prompted the conversation? Did he raise it with you, or did you raise it with him?
I can't recall.
Okay. And he said the recordings took place in his electorate office. Do you know which one? He's got a couple.
Well, I assumed the Gore one because that's where Glenys Dickson went.
Okay. Were you aware that it was Glenys Dickson that had been recorded?
Yes, I was.
Did you ever hear the recordings, or were you shown the dictaphone?
No.
Do you know was Todd present when the recordings were made, or was he absent from the office?
I don't know.
That's it. I've got no more questions. It's as simple as that.
Okay.
You got anything further that you want to say or add?
No, not particularly.